everyone. So, as you all know, that me and Arsam are going through the stories of Mullah Nasruddin. So, who is Mullah Nasruddin? Okay, this is a book by Barefoot Publications, and in the introduction, I've seen the introduction by the writer Shahrukh Hussain, and she's writing. So, who is Mullah Nasruddin? Was he a real person or is he entirely fictional? His origins are uncertain, but he is generally thought to have been a traveling Sufi. Sufi is a spiritual seeker born in the Turkish village called Sivri Shihar in Eskişehir in the 13th century. It is believed that he wrote at least one book, which was discovered in 1571. Between travels, he lived in Akshehir first and later in Konya. The stories tell us often he often stopped in the town of Bursa. The international festival of Nasruddin Hoja is still held every summer in Akshehir. Unlike other wise fools, Mullah Nasruddin is a character who develops and changes. In some stories, he is well off. In others, he is out of work and poor. We see him in good moods and bad moods, working and at leisure. But we know him essentially as a lovable, shrewd, and jovial character. Nasruddin can teach us if we wish to learn, and he can always make us laugh. May he always have the answers to our questions. And this introduction is written by the writer Shahrukh Hussain. Shahrukh Hussain writes for both adults and children. Born in Pakistan, Shahrukh now lives in London. She is also the author of the Barefoot books of stories from the opera. When she is not writing, Shahrukh practices as a psychoanalytic psychotherapist specializing in transcultural work.
Meha Archer has always loved the way words and pictures go together. A graduate of the University of Massachusetts she enjoys working with gouache, watercolor, pen and ink and collage. Micha lives in western Massachusetts.
Okay, this is the illustrator's note. When I was invited to illustrate a book about Mullah Nasruddin, my first step was to visit my local library to find out about him. Mullah Nasruddin is said to have been born in the 12th or 13th century in Afghanistan, Iran, Turkey, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. It seems that everyone wants to claim him. I learned that his stories are popular in Central Asia, Northern Africa, Greece, Russia, China, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, and many other places. The Mullah's multinational heritage gave me the opportunity to tap into the architecture, pottery, fabric, colors, landscape, and peoples of a rich variety of cultures. I found books on Indian and Persian miniature, an ancient style of painting which was practiced at the time of Nasruddin's birth. Travel books on Turkey with pictures of towns the mullah was said to have traveled through. Beautiful tile and rug design books from all over Asia, and architecture books on palaces and mosques throughout the Muslim world. I also drew from the patterns, shapes, and colors I knew from my childhood years in India. I combed through the books with a sketchbook in my hand. I drew mosques, rugs, turban, curly shoes, donkeys, minarets, pots, and palm trees, skull caps, arched doorways, tiles, moustaches, and beard until I could do them all with my eyes closed. I used what I had learned in my research to craft the illustrations. I folded and cut patterns out of tissue paper and glued them to colored paper. I created my own stamp using cut up bicycle tire inner tubes and rubber bands glued to wooden blocks. I colored and origami papers with stamped patterns, and then I cut the shapes I needed until the mullah had come to life. Amid a flurry of cut paper that filled my studio like confetti. By the time I finished, I felt that the mullah had given me a gift from across the ages, a treasure chest of new ideas, patterns, and designs to carry through to future projects. And no doubt, the illustrations are so pretty. The tiles, the architecture, the attires, they all are so pretty. So it's highly suggested The Wise Fool Fables from the Islamic World by Shahrukh Hussain and Mika Archer. And it's a barefoot book. Step inside the story. I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, bye.